Briers, the ball bounces off the back of a Wigan defender, and it's play on with Rob Smythe. He flicks the ball inside. This is good movement. Toa Love. What a start for Warrington this could be. Terrific tackle though by Brett Dallas.
It had to be as well. The winger came right inside. Langer's opening them up.
A beautiful ball. They're in here. Warrington are in early. 23 minutes gone. Warrington ahead 6-0. Nutley wasn't happy with that. He pushed Betts. But Wigan still have it with O'Connor. And O'Connor looks for support. It arrived via Newton and Renoff. And Gissé swallows up the Australian. Terry Newton, the dummy half. Here now is Matthew Johns, back on the inside to Lamb. Beautiful ball, Radlinski. There is Lamb to finish it off. And that was Wigan at their best. Francis Stevenson struggling to his feet. Newton, the dummy half, going down the blind side. It's unexpected. It's a try. It's a try for Johnson. Here go Wigan once more. Good wide ball. Cassidy, we've got a man on the overlap. Cassidy fancies one himself, and Cassidy is just held up short.
Good tackle from Penny.
Dallas, the dummy half, doesn't fancy going himself. It's now with Matthew Johns. Long raking pass to Farrell. They've got a man on the overlap this side. It's Hodgson. It's Hodgson. Henry Paul feeds it wide to his fullback Spruce, who finds Naylor. Naylor wide to Mycona. Inside it goes, and this is a try by Spruce. Brown wide it goes. Good ball then from Maloney out wide, but the defence had shuttled across. And Broadbent is hurt. Neat little run around though. Goulding looking busy. Blakely gets the ball away. They're in here. They've got a golden opportunity here now, the Bulls. It's with Henry Paul. Away from one. Stands and gets away from two. Flicks the pass. Two men on the overlap out wide. Withers won't need him. Now then. Short is Withers. Play on. Short again, are they? Maloney. Has he held him up? Has he held Rigon up? No. Good movement now from Bradford, and it's Henry Paul. On it goes to Peacock, and he just sidesteps away from Blakely. Peacock is through Broadbent, and that's a great try from Jamie Peacock. And here's Withers. He's got Deacon with him, and Deacon steps inside a couple. It bounces kindly. Withers under the sticks. Another try for Bradford. Dooley is in a dummy half. Big man bends down, picks it up and gives it to Moran. Moran takes them on. Good tackle that. It had to be by Peter Shields. Dimmock, lovely ball back on the inside. Rexless on the bounce to Moran. Moran with the jab through, and they're there. Millard's away from Iro. Can't get away from Shields. Good ball though to Cram. Here's Barnett. Barnett's seen a hole. He's got men out wide. Martin's one of them. Martin is in for a second.
Oh, that's a great break.
Away goes Johnson. He's got Martin in support. He won't need him. Johnson gets the try. Newlove's made the break. And that's knocked back by Golden. It's going to be a try. And Hoppy has scored. Long, high kick, another tester over on that far side to Golden. It's collected though by St Helens. Flick pass, back to nobody. Remember, this is the last tackle. It's come back in field. St Helens running strongly, keeping the ball alive. Yonkers, stretchless. Ping ball, start fits with Hoppy. Hoppy to Long. Saints running them off their feet. Joint, magnificent. Magnificent try that was. Dimmock's applying the pressure. He bounced off Cunningham. He's still going, is Dimmock, and he's just 2.5 metres short. Hetherington, will he pinch one himself? He will, you know. Long again. hits Tommy Martin. They are defending for all their worth. Martin wants to get on with it quickly. Cunningham to do a Henriksen, yes! Desperate moments for the London defence. Big drive from Fairley. Can London hold them out? Graham's all over him. Cunningham, is he going to pinch another? He is, you know! This is a vital kick, needless to say. Sean Long, probably to win the match. Wide they go. Martin dabs the ball in goal.
Will be a dropout.
Wellens was hunting it, and they've got the dropout. The game's all over. St Helens have won. This remarkable record of the Saints in the capital continues, but you have to feel sorry for the Broncos.
Oh, that's a mistake. Big hit from Betts.
First big hit, first mistake. You probably saw the way the ball just stood up in the in-goal area, and that put real pressure on the Halifax Blue Sox, and this set of six will do even more now. This is Terry O'Connor for Wigan, and he's lost the ball. It's going to be one of those nights. It went backwards though, says the referee. Play on. Renouf slips the pass. Newton is over. And now Adrian Lamb from dummy half, another one to David Furner. World-class stars for Wigan. Furner holds it off and finds Dallas. Dallas pushes away from one and is in for another Wigan try. Lamb shaped to pass wide, went on his own. It was a desperate tackle from Goldspink. Here's Newton. Newton scores. Newton waits at dummy half. He gives it then to Matthew Johns. He gives it to Andy Farrell. Farrell skips through one, was almost home. Quick play the ball, Newton. Back it goes to Renouf. Renouf for the line. Just held up short. So close, Wigan.
Tremendous defence though.
Back it goes to Adrian Lamb. Oh, intercept. Newlove. Newlove's away. He's got Sullivan with him. Sullivan's quick. Sullivan with the race to the line. Dallas is after him. Fantastic tackle.
Superb play. He's got to be penalised, but the referee allowed the advantage. They've got the numbers.
They've got the try with Long. Wigan are giving it some air now. This is Renouf. They're 8 metres away, but this is the last tackle. And the sign has gone from Johns to expect the kick. It's a dab towards the goal post, and he's after it is Radlinski. And Radlinski thinks he's scored. Cunningham to Sculthorpe, on it goes to Long. Long then showed it to Wellens. Lovely dummy. Iro! Yes! They're going left. Lamb, Johns, Farrell. Wide to Renouf. Try for Wigan. Farrell, bullet pass to Renouf. Renouf is over the line.
1 pointer perhaps. No, they've gone wide.
They're trying to give Renouf the hat-trick, are they? It's with Hodgson. Now it's with Farrell. Crossfield kick. Radlinski's after this. Sullivan's under it. He's missed it. Radlinski will score. Cunningham. Sculthorpe. Long. Wide. Stewart. Berlin. Dwayne West. Latautia now. Releases the ball. Try this. It's a try this. 15 metres away from the line now are Bradford, and in possession here with Henry Paul. Wants the start of Wigan. Henry Paul, now the start of the Bulls.
They're serving up a feast this Easter.
They certainly are. Oh, Peacock! Peacock is through them. He's got Price for speed on the wing. He's past Dallas. He's past Radlinski. Leon Price will get 4. And Wigan do have the smell of something here. It's now with Lamb. Beautiful ball. They're in again. Robbie Paul's away. Robbie Paul has turned Davis. Robbie Paul to the Lowe's to Fielden. On it goes then to Spruce. Here is Gartner. And Gartner stands in the tackle. And play on, says the referee. He wasn't held. It's a try. Here's Tony Smith. On it goes. Then that was a beautiful ball from Cook. This is Grimaldi. Grimaldi is hit through. Here he is. Lowe's fancies it. Anderson with the strength. Hauled back. Flung away though. Lowe's to Robbie. This is Forshaw. Try for Bradford. Jason Smith. Cook. Still Cook. Beautiful. What a run. Great tackle. Peacock again. Jackson. Jason Smith. Tony Smith. He scored. Now then, this kick to level matters. He knows how important it is. That's why he's taking his time. Concentration's all. They're holding their breath. No need to anymore. Here now is Shields, and it goes wide to Hall, and Hall's off down the line, and Hall just grabbed at the last minute. Cummins got to him, and there's a great screen from the south stand then and forward, but the referee kept his whistle in his pocket. Here is Long, here now is Sculthorpe, on to Joint, they're in here, they're in with Sullivan. Joint will pack down in the second row of the scrum. It'll be fed by Carl Pratt, and out it comes via Sinfield to Keith Senior. And Senior is away from Hoppy, and he's away from Hall, and he's taking on Hall again. What strength from Senior! What a run! Ah, fantastic! What a try from Keith Senior! Carroll has escaped the net again. Carroll is taking on Stewart. Here's number 4 for Tony Carroll. They're in for more here. Senior's over. On the last tackle here, Lowe's will get to his feet and play the ball eventually, which he does now. Robbie Paul, Henry Paul, Mackay out the back door, Henry Paul, great try. Bradford still aren't done. Here they come with Anderson. Anderson trying to charge his way to the line. Terrific run that has put Bradford in this position. Withers to Robbie Paul. Robbie Paul's over the line. He's given it to Orr, who in turn gives the ball in field, goes on the run around. Mather, wide, and Wells.
Look at that one line moving in.
Flowers has made the burst. Gay's on his inside. Has Gay got the legs of Leon Price? Gay has got the legs on Leon Price. Wonderful hands from Bradford. Vangener and Henry Paul at the heart of it. This is Jamie Peacock. Peacock up the middle. Still going Peacock. Oh! What a try! What a magnificent try from Bradford Bulls. Lowe's. Henry Paul. Mike Forshaw. Henry Paul again. Michael Withers. He's after a hat-trick. He'll give it to Forshaw. Who will score?
But this is a telling moment now. Into the last 15.
Here's Barry McDermott again. Fielden not far away from him, and he does ever so well. Harris, wide. Sinfield, back infield it goes. Blistering run here. Calderwood, on it goes to Burrow. Rob Burrow's over. Oh, what a try! Quick play the ball. Lowe's leads on the back foot. Lowe's still away from 2. It goes back to Gilmore. Here's Deacon, wide then to Henry Paul, now Michael Withers, here's Vicona, he gets it down. Here now is Peacock, Peacock driving it in, can the St Helens line stand firm? 3 tackles gone, Bradford inching towards that line, Lowe's, they go the short way, Vicona is in. Saints underneath the sticks with Furley. It comes wide to Shields. Shields thought about the offload and got it in the end to Nicholl. Nicholl to drive in. goes. Robbie Paul. Oh, Hoppy did brilliantly. Fingertipped it back to Iro. And they'll counter. St Helens will counter with the big fella. Now Sculthorpe. On it goes to Newler. Inside again. It's fantastic, this. Stewart's away. Stewart's away. What a try. What a try.
It's a real test of character from both sides. Full credit to the balls they've come back.
Oh, they're away again. Robbie Paul's in. Robbie Paul's in. Set up by Forshaw. Well, all 17 who played for Saints tonight, they've been magnificent.
I have to agree with you, Eddie. It's been one of those games. It's one that I will still cherish for a long time.
Cunningham's away. Cunningham. What a run. What a fantastic run.
He was outstripping the wingers then.
Last tackle for Saints. Joint. Shields to win it. Peter Shields has won it.
Football's most hectic time is underway.
Everything's gonna be cool this Christmas.
Lawson! Oh, yes!
Cheeky, I should say so. Becker, he's done it. Scintillating play from Fulham.
More festive fixtures with Dundee United v Celtic and Fulham v Man United Saturday and Sunday Sky Sports 1. Everyone makes time for football at Christmas.
Between the tears we cry, take my hand. Oh, oh, oh. Right.
The new Nokia is a phone, digital music player, radio, text machine, and a lot more. Looks weird, sounds great.
I'm Buffy, the vampire slayer in New York.
We're Slayer's girlfriend, the chosen two.
Evil. Biggest.
Now that was fun.
My name is Angel. What's yours?
Angel Investigations, we help the hopeless.
Buy one Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Angel box set for $29.99 and get another one free. A visit to Woolworths is well worth it.
The official Star Wars fact files. The heroes, the weapons, and the technology. Issue 1, only 50 pence at newsagents now.
Tune in, your TV.
Where do we begin? I need action. I need adventure. I need to punch.
I thought you were all playing nice.
Play any way you want at the new Cartoon Network Games area, now available on Sky Active. Just press the red button, choose games, then select Cartoon Network and power up with the Powerpuff Girls in Crystal Crisis or win as Warrior Samurai Jack in Robo Dojo. Game on!
It's an incredibly smooth ride, isn't it? Yeah. It's the four-wheel drive version, this one. It's quite striking, the look of it.
Well, more and more people seem to think so. Skoda's the fastest selling car brand in Europe.
Well, so I'm surprised. Such good value for money. And the reviews have been brilliant. So how long would I have to wait to get one?
Depends on which model you want. But we do get regular deliveries.
So it wouldn't be long then?
Shouldn't think so.
Right.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you drive us back to the showroom? If you like, we can have a look at the order form and some colour charts.
One of the most anticipated motion picture events of the year. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
You sure you know what you're doing, Neil?
First in the queue, Leslie. We've been waiting for this. The bargains, the offers.
At the Homebase sale, this futon sofa bed is now only £149. And this Black & Decker detail sander is half price. And there's a third off this $14.99 range of Dulux 2.5-litre ready-mixed coloured emulsion. Make sure you don't miss the Homebase sale.
Before Janeway.
Neptune and back in 6 minutes.
Before Picard.
They claim it's safe.
Before Kirk.
They have 2 settings, stun and kill.
Before any other channel.
Geez, before Starfleet seems to think that we're ready to begin our mission.
First captain. First crew. First trek.
Let's go.
All new Enterprise starts Monday, 7th January, Sky One.
Treaster will give it off to Dykes. Here's Campbell playing outside the 5/8 for the moment. Stepping back in behind them, almost away again. Here's Nathan Long now, got past Galileo and is in. Here's Stevens now. He's steamrolling over the top of tacklers. He left Messer in his wake on that occasion. Campbell. Balked perhaps by Long, who was right in his line of fire. Now he finds Dykes. Over the top, the pass goes to Brent Grace, steps back inside them and will score. Here's Galea. Again, this time he busts the line. He's been threatening, he finally does it. Carlo now, pushing away from defenders. Had Saleh, he gets it back to the winger. He evades one tackle as well. Trying to step into some space. Stephen Clarkson has got barreled. Here's Bradley Galileo going for the line and will get there. Centre on the last tackle. Kick high in the air into this breeze. Perhaps too big. Carlo knocked it backwards and getting there to perhaps score was Saleh. The Sharks on the last tackle. Time against them. Still plenty of time, just trailing by two. A pass from Dykes, which floated forward. Here comes Best now. Dykes backing up on the inside. Play on, they say. Dykes is over. Last tackle. Sears a dummy half. Simon, crossfield kick. Plenty of Tigers out here to John Carlo. Oh, what a try that is.
Here's the last tackle. Walker, grab a kick. In goal area, King, try. Now it comes from Rudder. Gidley, where are the runners? There's Hughes. Walker with the tackle. Great ball to Tamana Tahu. And he has scored the try. Kamali, grab a kick again. Here's a chance. Walker, can he get there? No. Danny Lima has. And Badderas has come up with possession. This is danger time just before half-time. Albert inside Kamali, and they pay dearly. Rudder, long ball to Gidley, last tackle. They must score here. Kennedy goes himself, gets the ball over. Kennedy looking for a double tackle just a metre out from the line. Gidley acting half. Looked offside there. Here's the kick. McDougall gets the try. Kamali. Walker. Now McDougall. Ball there to Robert Miles. Back on the inside to Everall. Here's Kamali into space. Reeves, Muir on his inside. He's got the ball. He won't have the pace. He gets the ball away. How did he do that to Ben Walker? Last tackle. Gidley going to run it. Kennedy. Hughes. Now he kicks. Inside for Kennedy. Back to Tamana Tahu for the corner. Off an Eagle player. Back to Kennedy. That should be play on. He improves the position. 18 out, 12 in from touch. He's going to hit the upright and the crossbar. I don't believe what I've seen.
Clean break. Donald it is, who comes to the fullback and is starting to, I was about to say, leaving behind, but Lockyer had something. Lockyer had something left and made the tackle. Now Taylor. Taylor pushes it. Drew is out very wide. Lofted ball. Violecki goes around the outside of Tukiri. Gets the ball away. It looks like a try.
Moody a dummy half for the Eels. Taylor runners around him. And
Kalis is over.
And Sivanasiva to play it.
getting up a little bit jauntily, and then it's from Walker to Carl Webb. He'll go there. Webb's over to score. In front of the uprights, 10 metres out from the line, and Jason Taylor goes himself. It's worked a couple of times for him this year. His team stand off him, expecting him to pass. Here's Ryan. Ryan gets it away. Parramatta's over. Right in the centre of the ground. Shane Walker, inside ball for Webke. Webke not held. Now he gets it away. Miraculously. Carl Webb. Was there a hint of a shepherd? The ball goes back for Harrison. Harrison scores. Try. Drew. Wagon up the middle. Wagons into a gap. There could be a try coming. There's going to be a try. Wagons over. Wagons in for Parramatta. Drew puts a kick in for the corner. They're going to do it. They have done it. But Drew, Taylor. Jason, he's out on his own. Finds Michael Butner. Butner gets the ball away and Ryan is there again. What a wonderful forward he is, this fellow, Andrew Ryan. Butner cuts out Solomona. They're going over again. Luke Burt gets number 2. Now for Butner. And he kicks back to the right. Question mark on the onside. Here's a try for Ryan. Andrew Ryan has scored. Right in the middle. Marsh, Vella, Taylor. Dummies inside, he'll get there. Taylor's in. Taylor. Bombing. Wagon will get a jump on it. So will Albert. There's a chance on for Parramatta. That is a try for Luke Burt. Memorable night, this one. For Parramatta supporters, obviously. Jamie Lyon kicks. Here's Donald. Donald is flying. I think he's done it.
Here's an intercept, and Jamie Lyon will streak away. He'll run 60 metres and put it under the sticks.
Back infield, a pass that finds no one. Eventually Prince on the bounce. Almost through. And a second tackle there from Willie Mason. Prince a dummy half. Close play here for Harrison. Harrison weaving his way through has scored the try. And now the Bulldogs. They have to aim up here in defence. 10 metres out from the line. Prittis, good hands for Walters. Then for Lockyer. Here's the trouble. It is big trouble because it's in the form of Takiri. Trindle now. Along with Smith. Looking to the left and feeding onto the right for Vangana. Vangana back for Smith. And Smith gets to the in goal. And Smith for mine as he scored. Darren Smith for the Bulldogs. It is a try. Here's a dummy half, 5 minutes out. Trindle up to the line, the grubber kick. Bulldogs try. They're 35 away, the Bulldogs. Leading by 6. Sunday football, Smith working a channel down the right for Vangana. Here comes another one, is it? The Bulldogs keep it alive. Twice at the finish. Twice at the finish. That is some sort of try. Sherwin for Britt. His 14th hit up for the afternoon, Darren Britt. There's been plenty of offloads as well. Not always on the full, it must be said. To teammates. Feeney, here's half a chance for the Dogs. They come wide for Patton. Patton for Vangana. Vangana scores. And I'll say this in wrapping the Bulldogs, that was Broncos-like, their attack. Lockyer. Back across field with Kevin Walters. Skips out Myers with his pass and Burns keeps it going along for Wendell, who had to come to a complete stop to take the pass. And now let's try back to the left is pretty much the message from Brisbane. Kelly, some quick hands. Lockyer away for Takiri. 10 metres out from the line. No one's going to stop him. He gets in goal, Ronnie Takiri, but he too may have been held up in goal. Harrigan says try. 15 from the Brisbane line. Ricketson dummy half. Infield with Fittler. Turns and passes there for Phillips. The dummy to Lomu. Phillips has gone through. Phillips is over for the Roosters. 10 away from the line. Wiggett dummy half, working the blind side with Ricketson. He props and passes on the bounce for Hegarty and then for Fitzgibbon.
Now for Craig Wing, inside that 10-metre zone, and gets away almost to within the try line. He's only 2 or 3 metres away. And now Fittler, across field, passes for Lomu. 10 metres away from the Brisbane line, Crocker. Back in field with Hood. Keeps it going to the left with Fittler. Fittler's got them held up. Here's an overlap, and here comes a try. And Hegarty had Flannery unmarked on his outside.
Fittler's come to the left-hand side of the field. They'll go to him. Got a little overlap here. He goes himself. He'll score, Brad Fittler.
The Roosters. Fittler. Passes back with Talapo. And then on for Phillips. And away it goes with Flannery. And Flannery's got over as well. This is embarrassing for Brisbane.
Benetti a dummy half. Wing. Gives it out to Fittler. Back for Fitzgibbon. Spots an opening, goes almost through it. 13 metres out from the line. Wing from dummy half. Zipping, looking for the first try of the night. He could go all the way. He's over. So the locals now searching for their first try of the night. Jones has got it. Across to Cleary. Back for Torpy. Jones under pressure. Campion's got it. Gives it across to Motu Tony. 10 metres out. Perhaps he should have thrown the pass. Last tackle. They work the blind. Campion. Quick hands. They score in the corner.
The Roosters line really are moving up very quickly, and I guess that's one of the things they would have talked about at half-time. Graham Murray would have said to the Rooster players, you need to get up.
Corpo's away. Hang on to it. He gives it back to Jones. Brilliant. Just brilliant. Stacey Jones delivers.
Long on tackle 5, centre of the ground, just inside the 20-metre line. To the left they go, Dykes. On the inside, Peachy. Peachy will make it. Well, how simple was that? 6-0 in favour of the Sharks. Ferris, Peachy. Now for Dykes. Miller catch and pass. On the bounce for Rogers. Oh, Rogers has gone over. Polomata uses Price. Price inside the 10. Polomata's with him. Polomata dives. Polomata's over. As the Dogs now go to the 20-metre line, they resort to the air. El Nasri's got the ball. Couldn't get it down. It didn't go into touch. It's back and with Darren Smith. And Smith tries to get it away. He does eventually. Picked up by Luke Patton. He knows what's got to happen. It's gone to Hughes. He goes back to the 20. Gets a kick away. Taken by Anasta. Anasta for Talau. Talau's over. That is just a miracle. Now we've got a player down injured. In fact, I think it is Polomata. Oh, he's taken the elbow of Jason Stevens.
Now, I've got no dramas if they think that this is a penalty, but I don't think that they can look at the screen moments later and make their decision then.
Where's he supposed to carry the football? He's a big man. Here's the kick anyway. That's more important. The scoreboard puts the Dogs in front.
Taylor for Kalis. 9 metres away from the line. Here is a chance. Kailecki passed too early. Beautiful defence from the Roosters winger. Minicello. Parramatta still score. 4 metres from the Parramatta line, and the Eels scramble is working well. Phillips passes wide for Wing. 10 metres out from the line, and Crocker goes through for the Roosters. Their scramble working well, but not quite good enough that time. Well, Gus, I for one, are salivating about these finals that are coming up. This is just an example of them today. This is high quality. Buettner is away. Now he can test the old legs on the run. They're not going to get close to Michael Buettner. That is a 90-metre try to Parramatta, the minor premiers. Phillips there. Left they come with Green. Running now with Morley. He's only 8 metres from the line. The quick play the ball is in order, and that's what follows. With Green again, some sharp service, some snappy service. Little kick from Phillips and regather. That is his fourth from 2000. 45 metres away from the Roosters line. Well, I'm sure that's a stat that Brian Smith will look at. if they do lose here today. Wagon, there was a suggestion of a forward pass to Wagon. More than a suggestion. They're going to score Parramatta, but I've got huge doubts on this one. Burton scores it. He's second for the match. Last tackle, Solomona. Back for Jason Taylor. Another field goal attempt. And here's the show. They're in front, Parramatta. Eels chant, fans right into this game now. PJ Marsh for Solomona, 10 metres from the line. Again he props, he's got so many options, Solomona. Never goes to ground with the ball, away for Violecki. Violecki is crawling on his hands and knees to within 3 of the line. Dummy half as Nathan Hindmarsh is stretched out. That is a try to Parramatta.
24 hours a day.
Plenty more to come on Sky Sports News.
24 hours a day.
Has been Rotten is his name now. Stay with us on Sky Sports News.
24 hours a day.
Chelsea won to win. Never got a chance.
24 hours a day. 24 hours a day.
Sky Sports News, 24/7. All Christmas, all year.
The MFI sale is now on with up to 50% off.
Well, that's the bedroom sorted. Now, what about the rest of the house?
No problem. There's up to 50% off all around the store, plus an extra 20% off all sale prices.
Oh, good. I need to lie down after all that.
So now's the time to really make it yours at the MFI sale.
So during the robbery, you were at home with a headache that lasted all evening?
That's right.
I wonder if you could explain something to me then.
Try me.
We found these in your flat.
Headache? What headache?
Still dead to the world.
Blast! Ego, bring me brain number 250.
But master, why don't you try using a Red Bull?
The brain of a bull? Are you mad?
Not a bull, Red Bull. It's the drink that stimulates the body. Look.
And what a body. Oh, come to Papa, my little boy.
But father, Red Bull also stimulates the mind, and I've made up my mind to become an actor. So I'm flying off to Hollywood. Red Bull gives you wings.
Hello? I can't talk now. I'm on the bus.
You can now get ringtones from mobile phones through your TV. Just press the red button and select ringtones.
One of the most anticipated motion picture events of the year, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
The new Motorola V66. Communicate with style.
Terry Newton is the dummy half this time. He gives it to Adrian Lamb. Looks wide to Matthew Johns rather than... And this now is further. No, the crowd has gone quiet. And the referee looks and he gives the try. Johns to Lamb. That's the axis. Beautiful drop of the shoulder. Beautiful ball to Farrell. Farrell's over. Cunningham to Wellens. Wellens on to Shields. Shields has seen a little gap, but it's quickly closed.
Well,
Hoppy. Hoppy still. He's over. Andy Farrell fancies a one-pointer here. It's got the legs, this, you know. Did he get over the bar?
I think he has.
Yes, he has. Off the ground to Wellens. Wide to Sculthorpe. Further wide to Shields. Shields is in. Sculthorpe dabs it over the top. It's going to bounce for him. He's got Wellens. Oh! It's a try.
From Cassidy. This will be a try.
Wellens stabs it through.
Not the best option. Newton saved it. Got a boot in the head. Cowie doesn't like it.
Oh, Cowie was offside. He's been penalised. Cowie was offside. It's a penalty save. Will Sculthorpe take the kick? And we have got just 3 minutes left. He knows how important this is. He's missed it. Support from Newton, 3 outside him. Withers got to him. Oh, what a pass! Radlinski's in! Radlinski's in! Matthew Johns, who straightens it up, flicks it back to Stevenson. On it goes to Cowie. Cowie then wide to Farrell. Farrell then brings Renouf back on the inside. Renouf with all the strength, and he's over again. And here come Bradford again with Withers. He's through them. Withers is in. Oh, second try for Withers. Blimey, it's not over yet. Lamb, back it goes to Chester. Chester, it goes on to Betts. On it goes then to David Furner. There is Dennis Betts. And there is the match for Wigan. And has Newlove got the legs? I think he has, because he's beating Chris Smith. Chris Smith in hot pursuit. St Helens, though, over for a try. Gifted them from nothing. Well, Grimaldi's at dummy half. Felsh is inside him. And Felsh, well, before he moved, Mark Edmondson was all over him. Big test of this St Helens defence. Grimaldi is over. Grimaldi again at dummy half. Cook is on his inside. There is Cook. There's 4 points.
Down the point. And that's not a bad kick. Will he get there?
Yes, I think he has. Nice little dab over by Dennis Moran. And he got it too, and he got the ball away. They're in here. Sylvain Houlez, the Frenchman, has got over for the try. Last tackle here for Warrington. Langer attacking the line. Koilov out the back door. Smythe.
What a great try.
Glenair, Dennis Moran, Jim Dimmock. Moran again. Wide it goes. They're in with that Frenchman once more. Sylvain Houlez.
Here it comes.
Well, an opportunity here from Sykes. He's got it. He's kicked it. Cunningham makes the break. This is what he can do so brilliantly. He's taking them all on. Healy got to him. He's still going. Cunningham just couldn't get the ball away. But what a run from the St Helens hooker.
Fantastic. That's the only word for it.
Sculthorpe to Martin. He ducks inside one challenge. It goes wide, and St Helens are in with Hoppy. It's bounced for Shields. Shields isn't the quickest, so he looks for support. Fairly, he just bumps one off the way. Wellens now. Wellens gives it to Nicol. They'll attack from all quarters, Saints. They keep the ball alive. Iro, he's escaped the net of Wells. He's ducked inside. Smith gets to him. Still manages to stand. Gets it to Martin. Martin onto Nicol. Nicol onto Furley. Furley onto Sculthorpe. Absolutely magnificent stuff. More pressure here on the Saints. Healy scampering away from the base of the scrum. He's going to score. Michael Smith. He's got support from Haaland. Haaland's going to score. Expect the kick here from Clark. It's a little dab through, and it's bounced kindly. They're in. It's Gleeson. Henry Paul from dummy half stabs the ball in, bounces off the post. Try for Robbie. Clark. Lovely stab through. That's inventive, and that's lost, and that's a try. Now then, there's a break at last. And Robbie Paul! Alan Hunt's after him now. Great tackle again.
Tremendous stuff there from Hunt.
Gartner, Withers, Radford will score. Lovely ball. Warrington, away, here he goes.
He's in.
He is. It's Rob Smythe. Rob Smythe could have won this. Wigan in possession here with Cassidy. Great run from Cassidy, he's found a hole, and Reynolds with him. So too is Carney. Carney, but he's scrapped to the floor by Wellens. Reynolds the dummy half. Here comes Newton. Newton's in. Newton's in for Wigan. Cunningham to Wellens, on to Sculthorpe. Sculthorpe showed it to Stankovic. Stands and attracts 3 to him.
Just noticed the Wigan defence, they're hanging back slightly, they're just looking to see what Saints are going to produce. That could prove costly.
Here's Stankovic.
In the early part of the game, they were getting well and truly, they were getting out of the box early, getting into the face of the Saints, hanging back, you'll get
great ball from Cunningham. Wellens! Wellens under the post. This is Carney. Does well, offloads. Lamb to Ferner. Johnson wants to fire, is firing. Paul Johnson all the way. First try Wigan. Second half. It was a dropout that was aimed for the sideline. It didn't come, and Yonkers will score. Yonkers will win the match for St Helens. Saints inching towards that line again. Iro to Sculthorpe. To Cunningham, wide to Wellens. Wellens, beautiful! Oh, what a try! Stewart!
Outstanding!
Deacon, drop goal! Deacon gives Bradford the lead. Robbie Paul, Deacon, 1-pointer again! 1-pointer for Deacon! Deacon for another 1 point! Henry Paul will run at the line. Henry Paul is held up by 3.
Quick thinking run from dummy half.
Lowe's. Deacon's got it, and he's going for a drop goal. Has he got it? Has he missed it? What's Stuart Cummins' decision? He's got it. This is Anderson. Here is Lowe's. Now it's with Henry Paul. Don't discount him from the drop goal stakes either.
Surely they'll go for it. Deacon's screaming for it.
Lowe's gets
got
it.
Stuart, stay in there. Andy, you got to have your head in, mate.
Well, this was billed as the Chris Radlinski party, and Bradford have turned out to be the biggest party poopers in Super League so far.
Oh, the candles are still lit, Eddie. They haven't got the knife to cut the cake as yet. Still plenty of time.
17 missed tackles by Wigan, that's too many. There's the chip over the top from Lamb. Radlinski's after it. Dallas is after it. He's going to win the race. It's Dallas. Oh, fantastic!
What a try!
Matthew Johns is away. Radlinski! Radlinski will score! Radlinski under the sticks. Where's Andy Farrell for the drop goal? He's there. He's waiting. He's clipped it. He's scored it. And that's the match for Wigan. Sculthorpe the dummy half. Martin with the kick. He's after it. Oh, he's got it, McConnell. Sinfield got the ball away. Farrell. He's got support on his outside. And there's more support. Calderwood's quick. Has he got the pace to get to the corner? He has. Sinfield tries to step around Shields, gets the pass away to Francis Cummins. Cummins will score.
Hands out.
That's good play. And Lomax over the shoulder. They must be in here. And they are. What a start for Gleeson. The defence of Huddersfield, though, is standing firm so far. Hudson down the short side. Hudson blunders a try again. David March inside to Brad Davis. Here's Martin Pearson. And the runner now poaching. Davis takes the return. Changes the direction of the attack. Runs flat. Spins the ball then to Brooker. They've got a man on the overlap. They won't need him. Brooker is in. They're inching closer, though. It's now with Custo. And it's long into the arms of Thorman. And Thorman back on the inside. Gleeson, Hefin O'Hare! Hefin O'Hare! He's over the line! He's got the ball down! Little fumble there from Terry Newton, but not a knock on. And this now is Matthew Johns. He releases the ball and Newton was there to pick up the pieces. He then finds Adrian Lamb. Adrian Lamb's attacking them. Farrell gets it away to Renouf. Renouf cuts back on the inside. Off for chances here for Renouf. And Renouf's over the line. Here's Connolly. Forward again.
Forward again. He's looked at...
Well, Newton has waltzed through. It is dreadful defence. Newton is going to get the try. Betts has ghosted through, and Betts gets over for a try. Andy Farrell goes wide to Lamb, and further wide to Renouf, and wide from Renouf, and Hodgson slides in. Henry Paul, wide it goes to Withers, they must score, and Naylor is in. Robbie Paul, and here now is Gartner, and Gartner's going to get over for the third Bradford try. Oh, it's too easy. Henry Paul's kick out wide. Oh, it's claimed by Vicona. It's dumped down to Withers. Withers is in again, and that's the second for Michael Withers. Withers still to Lowe's. This will be the icing on Jimmy's cake.
He'll love this, you little beauty.
Treat Sky Box Office as a member of the family this holiday season. Family tension, vertical limit. Family gathering. Meet the parents. Indestructible family tie. Unbreakable. The alternative family of Family Man. Family Magic. Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps. Family Secret, what lies beneath. Press your box office button to order right now. 6 of the best now showing on Sky Box Office.
sweet, the tears we cry. Take my hand, right. The new Nokia is a phone, digital music player, radio, text machine, and a lot more. Looks weird, sounds great.
I could have been the fastest fire engine, or turn you into the scariest monster. I could have even flown to the moon. But what chance did I have? I contained a digital interactive TV.
I'm Buffy, the vampire slayer, and you are? We're Slayer's girlfriend, the chosen two. Evil.
Big?
Biggest.
Now that was fun. My name is Angel. What's yours?
Angel Investigations. We help the hopeless.
Buy one Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Angel box set for $29.99 and get another one free. A visit to Woolworths is well worth it.
The official Star Wars Fact Files, the definitive Star Wars collectible magazine series, uncover the Dark Lords of the Sith.
Like the mask, all of them.
Relive the battles, examine the weapons, the vehicles, the technology. For the first time ever, discover the full story of the Star Wars galaxy with this original Star Wars cosmology wall chart. The official Star Wars Fact Files, issue 1, only 50 pence at newsagents now.
And it is up to you, the jury, to decide if...
Don't let anything come between you and the Debenhams half-price sale.
Seat on the last plane anywhere, £169. First class train ticket, £32. Taxi, £48. Keeping your promises, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Accepted for everything, even Christmas presents.
It's the greatest action-adventure of all time. Pure magic. 10 out of 10. The Lord of the Rings. Rated PG. May not be suitable for under 8s.
In the Homebase sale, there's £40 million worth of price cuts right across the store. Like this table and 4 chairs, now only £149. Make sure you don't miss the Homebase sale.
Fifth tackle. Brisbane holding. Ferris. Dykes. The kick. The kick. They'll make it. The Sharks are in. Now for Campbell. Stevens. Second man play. Dykes. Peachy. Peachy. No defence interrupted there. Campbell.
They've got numbers to the left. They've got Matt Rogers in the centres, but they go up the middle. Yeah, oh, great.
Yes, he's over. So Ryan. Lockyer, this is the last tackle. Peachy hasn't got his hands on it. Brisbane are over the line. 8 metres out from the line. Ferris. Campbell. Dykes. Now Graham. Big Chris beating. Back away from Dykes. They're over. Mellor's got number 2. Mellor's in again. Ferris for Dykes. Then McNicholas. He's made some very big runs in the last 5 or 10 minutes. Since the call went out from his dummy half. Now Dykes. The kick into the end goal for Saylor. Now did Saylor clean it up or did Mellor? Did Mellor get number 3? Did he get a little nudge on it? Here's Saylor. He loses his chance. Did that come off the fingers of Mellor there to go forward before he actually put downward pressure on it?
I don't think so, Ravi. I think it's a try.
I think it's
and it's a great Cronulla victory here. John Lang looks on.
It's a try, all right. What a night for Paul Mellor. 3 tries in the qualifying final. Johns is on the blind side. Fittler is aiming it at him. Then the grubber kick. Minicello will get a try out of it. Cello has scored. Back to Badeiras. Badeiras, a long ball. Rudder. Now Peden. Gidley will score. Gidley gets it in the corner. 25 metres out from the line there in the centre of the ground. Johns has got one to beat. Johns is going to make it. Andrew Johns, the magnificent. Andrew Johns is a freak. Davis using Rudder, and then a beautiful pass. Tahu's got Albert with him, won't need him, and Tamana Tahu goes in to score for the Knights. Back for Badeiras to find O'Davis, then on to Gidley, steps off his right foot twice, 3 times and he's over. Once, twice, thrice, and Gidley goes in for the Knights.
Intercept, Gidley, can he get 3?
The chase is coming across. They want the ball back in the middle. He does that. He answers the call. But Badeiras, has he got the pace? No, he hasn't. They decided to track him, and they ran Badeiras down. Now it goes from Rudder. A wide ball. McDougall, he'll get there. McDougall's over. Here is Johns, the hero. Comes to the last line. Away goes Ben Kennedy. Ben Kennedy goes in. Ben Kennedy scores. And is that elation or is that elation?
Again with Drew. Taylor. Cut out ball for Hodgson. They're lined up on the right with Ian Hindmarsh. Hindmarsh will get there to score the first try. Gutenbiel to Jones, then for Swan. And a lovely ball from Swan. Cleary with a juggle. It's play on. Cleary is through. 20 metres out from the Eels line. Plenty of cover defence there. Now an intercept. This is wonderful league. The chase is on Jamie Lyon. Lyon ankle tap there by Villasanti. And Lyon is back to his feet. 40 metres out from the line. He's got Tukey for pace. What about this? How good is that? Jamie Lyon scores the try. And the blue and gold flags go up. Jones misses out CUCU with a pass and finds Tony. Cleary's coming into his own here. Corpu now for the try line, the lock forward. Corpu. They may just check this with a video ref to put down. Warangi Corpu, it is a try. Brent Hodgson working to the right. Buettner straight through goes Michael Buettner. Plenty of support and Taylor's there. His old buddy goes in to score. 15 away and closing in possibly on a 7th try, the Eels. Solomona, he will not go to ground with the ball. Wagon now, picking up the loose one. Wagon will get there. That's his second. And this is the last tackle with Brad Drew. Let's see what they can come up with. Brad Drew, the little chip in support on the inside. What rugby league from the 12-man Parramatta Eels. Right on the 10-metre line. Drew working this scrum and passes for Hodgson. Hodgson flicks it out the back for Buettner. There's an overlap here. A long ball for Burt. Burt slides. He weaves. He crawls on his hands and knees and gets another try for Parramatta.
5 metres away from the upright. Berrigan.
Beachy, great ball to Campbell, he's away.
Campbell to the 30-metre line. Now, Colin Best heading for the corner. Gets it back on the inside. Graham, and over. Stewart on in jumper number 16.
We've just had Darryl Trindle come up against Paul McNicholas.
Here's Peachy. Oh, that's a forward pass, isn't it? No, he's allowed it to go. Ferris is over. Stevens, second man play. Dykes, Campbell is over. Martini takes the dummy half work. Now Feeney goes towards the centre of the park. It goes from Corey Hughes over to Darryl Trendle. Trendle goes inside the 10. They're going to make it. They're going to make it. Talau is over. El Masri. Oh, it's lost by Peake. Rogers is heading for the corner. Rogers, he'll make it. Matt Rogers is over. Off an Adam Peake mistake. Now it's gone across to the middle of the ground. Through Stewart, through Treaster, through Ferris. Campbell will score. Campbell scores his second try of the day. Off goes Corey Hughes. 30 points to 4. Needless to say, they need a converted try badly. Britt gets it away, and Stephen Price is under the crossbar. Almost. 18 metres out from the Dogs' line. The Dogs are in trouble. Stevens away for Lang. Martin Lang. Martin Lang. Dykes. Sharks again. That is Stewart. Don't tell me he's going to do it. Yes, he has. And it's away. Wide ball for Butner, who seemingly wanted to take them. Back now for Michael Butner and across for David Solomona. He beats the attempt from Dane Carlaw. He's got Hudson with him. Solomona with a tremendous contribution. Over. The ball, the backs they are a dream. We are the greatest football team that you will ever see. Hey!
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, Fulham, Leeds, West Ham, Southampton, Owen, Bergen, Zinedine Zidane, Jimmy Floyd and Flicker, Van Nistelrooy, Stefan Everland, Vieira, Di Canio, Graham Tyler on the country.
Merry Christmas.
At the MFI Winter Sale, you can make a kitchen yours for up to 50% off.
Very nice. Now, what can you do for my bedroom?
Bedrooms are up to 50% off too. Plus, there's an extra 20% off all sale prices.
Suits me.
So now's the time to really make it yours at the MFI sale.
Tune in, your TV.
Where do we begin? I need action. I need adventure. I need to punch. I thought you were all playing nice.
Play any way you want at the new Cartoon Network Games area, now available on Sky Active. Just press the red button, choose games, then select Cartoon Network and power up with the Powerpuff Girls in Crystal Crisis or win as Warrior Samurai Jack in Robo Dojo. Game on!
If you have a problem, deal with it directly. Canesten Once soothes and clears thrush fast.
To fight against dry and brittle hair, I've got the perfect weapon.
L'Oreal Elvive Anti-Breakage Program with Nutri-Ceramide targets damaged areas of the hair to help repair it.
Softer, smoother, and helps prevent split ends.
For up to 60% less breakage from brushing, L'Oreal Elvive Anti-Breakage Program with Nutri-Ceramide.
You're worth it.
What are you playing at, you idiot? You're our new international striker. 5-0 down, and it's only half-time.
No, Ghost, it's not me. Something's missing.
I know that. There's no talent, commitment, skill.
No, not that. How can I score? We have nothing on the wing. No one feeding from the left, no one feeding from the right.
Speak English, man.
Coach, we need wingers.
Okay, before the second half, we'll all drink Red Bull.
Why's that?
Red Bull gives you wing.
Oh, yeah?
talk now. I'm on the bus.
You can now get ringtones for mobile phones through your TV. Just press the red button and select ringtones.
Ashamed of your mobile? Then get yourself a new one at the massive Phones for You sale, now on at a high street near you.
Tony Smith, good ball. Round the corner it goes. Prescott and Terry Newton was all round him. This is an excellent start from Hull. It's with Jason Smith. And on the inside, the call came from King. And here goes Cook. And Cook is over for the first try. A sensational start for Hull. Newton to Lamb. And Lamb is almost through.
Just got to him there, Prescott. Put him off the balance. Grimaldi finished him off.
Andy Farrell is over. They're attacking the line. Good ball from Connolly. Look to touch forward. Carney can go on with it, and Carney will score. Tony Smith, just a little dummy, but Andy Farrell wasn't fooled by this. Last tackle, and it's with Jason Smith, and he'll hoist the kick out wide. Now here's another test for Hodgson. Maiden's after this. Maiden's got it, and Maiden's got the try. Here is Newton, and Newton will spin it wide to Carney. And Carney fancies his own chances. He's taking them on single-handedly. Carney! Just cut down. Last tackle.
Good job that someone thought about going for the legs. 4 tried.
And that's a lovely kick through. It's a chance for Radlitsky. Here's Jackson. Oh, and juggling by Richard Horn. He held on, and then he got the ball away to Logan Campbell. And Campbell's away. He's got support on this way, but he's taking them on. Campbell just cut down by Hodgson.
What a wonderful run.
Rayner.
You've got to get the ball out wide.
This is Richard Horn. Richard Horn. It's Luke Phelps. And Luke Phelps is over. Here is Adrian Lamb. Adrian Lamb just drops the shoulder, but Grimaldi and Broadbent get to him. 4 gone this set of 6. Oh, it's tense at the JJB. And here is Farrell. Farrell out wide. There's a chance here for Dennis Betts. He's over.
He got it down too.
He's over, is Betts. Jackson now. Here's Paul Cook. And finds Richard Horn. Back on the inside they come. And Cowie with a desperate tackle on Adam Marr. But Hull are 5 metres away. A dab through by Cook. Is it in?
He's in there.
Lee Jackson. Here is Matthew Johns. Carney wanted the kick to the in-goal area. Johns has spun away from 2.
Is that a big game?
Well, they're so close to the sticks now. Will they go for it? Farrell, 1 point. He'll take it. That could be the point that takes Wigan to Valley Parade. Well, both sides here tonight have suffered with injury and suspension. But Leeds maybe, well, they've had more than their fair share of setbacks. Of course, St Helens have lost Long and Newlove for the course of the season very early in the piece. Leeds, Mullins and Clyde, they've only rarely been seen in glimpses. Yestin Harris gone and Pratt for the rest of the season. And here now is Rob Burrow, and Leeds are going to get in first. Leeds are in. Here come the Saints now, with Wellens. This is an opportunity for the champions. They've got another penalty. Diskin, taken quickly by Cunningham. Over the top it goes, and Hall is in, I think.
Yeah, great try.
Cunningham, a dummy half. Quickly to Hyam, wide then to Sculthorpe. Sculthorpe's attacking them. Brilliant! What a try from arguably the player of the year. Burrow again a dummy half, and here is Sinfield. He finds Hay, and Hay has got a hole. It's opened up. Cummins will score in the corner. Cunningham, Peter Shields. Shields driving it in, back through the legs. This is Cruikshank, and the Leeds scrambling defence stands firm, but for how much longer? Cunningham.
Joint is the dummy half, and here is Sculthorpe, and he gets it away to Stankovic, and Keith Senior was first to hit him. Sean Hoppy, wide it goes, Sculthorpe again! 4, leaving Heath, leave it! Diskin then, Diskin is under the post! Heath Cruikshank. Sculthorpe back on the inside to Matautia. On the bounce it goes to Shields, who will come back this way again. Flick the pass then to Paul Sculthorpe. He's on a hat-trick, remember, Sculthorpe. He's dragging them across. He's found Joint. Joint out the back door to Wellens. And St Helens examining this Leeds defence. 2 tackles left this set of 6. Cunningham. Cunningham! He's done it again! Cunningham, 10 metres away. Joint! Stuttering run from the skipper.
Is it hat-trick time for the hooker?
Well, it's within range. It goes wide to Martin. Iro! Iro scores for Saints. On the bounce it goes to Hoppy. Here's Hall. That's a great ball from Martin to Iro, and Iro has got support either side. He gives it wide, and Kirkpatrick isn't tackled and will score. Logan to his feet, King the dummy half. They fire the pass wide to Cook. It goes further wide to Grimaldi. They must be in. They've got an overlap on the outside, and Rayner scores. Iro to his feet, plays the ball to Sculthorpe, and Sculthorpe attacking this line. Sculthorpe, oh, magnificent try. And here is Cunningham. Cunningham fighting his way to the line.
He's done it again.
And here is Bird, and he's lost it now. Play on. It's with Yonkers. Yonkers. It's a foot race with Yonkers and the entire whole side. Prescott's missed him. Yonkers. What a run.
Oh, fantastic. But why did the fullback Prescott go so high yet again?
Kirkpatrick, the dummy half, ball knocked out.
That'll be a head and feet to Saints.
It's got to be. They've got it back anyway.
Back to 6.
It was knocked down, and it's back to 0 on the tackle count. Kirkpatrick inside to Hoppy.
What an effort, though, from Yonkers. But Steve Prescott, by going high, Eddie, is allowed to...
Stankovic is there! Will score the try for St Helens. Here is Lee Jackson. He gives it to Cook. On the burst is Fletcher.
Great tackle from the hooker, Cunningham.
Cook again. Dion Bird. Richard Horn. A stab kick through. It's bounced kindly for Grimaldi. Grimaldi is there. Here now is Cook. It comes wide to Richard Horn. He cuts inside and goes away from Iro. It's scrapped to the ground by Shields. That's the last. Logan is the dummy half. Cook gets it wide. Good hands. Rayner. He's over in the corner.
What an effort.
Last tackle for Hull. Horn will hoist the kick out wide. It's bounced kindly, and it's a try for Bird. And here is Tommy Martin. He feeds it wide, and Stewart is in touch. His head was over the line. Richard Horn has a case.
Did he touch? That's a big question.
Yonkers!
What a game he's had. He has worked tirelessly. This is the incident, Stewart. Maybe not.
His hand was over.
Well, his head's there, yeah, because he got whitewash on his hair.
Well, let's not even debate that, because he is hot. And here is Martin! Martin scores for St Helens!
That's a bad pass.
That's very slack from Harvey Howard, and great James Lowes has got it back.
Wonderful play by Lowes there. They're taking the blind side.
Mike Forshaw, big collision. And it was a great flying tackle by Radlinski that halted Forshaw.
He's hurt his Forshaw.
But the balls are 4 metres away. Robbie Paul! What a mistake from Harvey Howard. That's a great tackle from Farrell.
on Brian McDermott.
Well, it's the time now that the Wigan... Oh, what a gift!
Renouf! Quick play the ball, Wigan are stretched. Vicona keeping it alive. They'll attack the left-hand side. Robbie Paul! Newton.
Watch for Betts.
Lamb. Farrell! Just held up by Fielden. Important tackle. Bags of tackles in the bank here for Wigan, though. Betts is trying, and is hauled back. It's a dodgy period of the match for opposition playing Wigan this, the last 5 before half-time. Lamb, Radlinski, they've done it again! They've done it again, Wigan! What a playoff series we've had this year. Absolutely magnificent. That's off the legs of Lamb. Off the deck then into the arms of Farrell. Here come Wigan. They've got numbers. Farrell brushes away from Deacon. It's wide to Hodgson. Hodgson to the corner. Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Here goes Johnson. Johnson in touch.
That'll do it.
That's the match. Brian Noble's going to Old Trafford. And 25,000 Bradford fans will be with him. We have a game on our hands here, something to savour. 0-0. And Wigan examining this St Helens defence again with Lamb wide to Farrell. And Farrell on a run and Stankovic has missed him. Farrell cuts inside, the ball is inside to Adrian Lamb. Cunningham acting half-back, shows it to Peter Shields, out the back door to Fairley. Here is Stankovic. Stankovic decided he would take them on. Now then, Iro! He's over!
You know, Eddie, I've had so much admiration for the size in these playoff situations. This is outstanding.
Oh, what another break from Matthew Johns. Radlinski's inside. Radlinski is ankle tapped, but will score. And Newton will score for Wigan.
Newton controlling it again.
Great ball and a try for Lamb. And here now goes Newton. Newton dumps it over the top to Matthew Johns, and he will score another. It's all over for Ian Millwood and the champions now. We've had 5 playoff matches. We've had 7 months of Super League football. It all comes down to 80 minutes here at Old Trafford.
Slow defence from Wigan in the first and second markers. They're having to do a lot of tackling.
Forshaw gets the puck away to Robbie Paul.
That was a forward missed by the official.
Referee didn't see it that way. Lowe's gives it to Withers again. Withers aiming for the corner, flicks the ball back. This is Gardner. And Gardner, he was thinking about stretching out and plonking the ball over the line. Lowe's might.
He's got there.
Lowe's
He's in.
Just look at that statistic there. Runs from dummy half by the Bulls, 9-2. And they're keeping the ball alive. And here goes Henry Paul. Henry Paul with speed to burn. If he'd have flicked it wide to Vicona, he'd have been in.
He did the right thing, though. He didn't panic.
It was Withers. It's Withers now. He's in. Robbie Paul, right on halfway. He plays it to Lowe's. He looked where the double-decker bus had come from then. It was 3 Wigan players. This now is Henry. Henry Paul away to Scott Naylor. Scott Naylor who bounces off Johnson. He's got a ton of support. Vicona. Johnson forward, was it?
It was.
Withers is over.
He's going to give it. Oh, this is a vital decision.
A try is given. It's now with Robbie Paul. It goes wide. This time to Fielden. Back it goes to Paul. Here is Withers. It's a hat-trick for Michael Withers. Newton, Lamb is over. It's with Wangenaar, over the shoulder it goes, knocked on, play on. Fielden crowns the grand final for
for him. 15 seconds away from the Bradford Bulls being crowned as the 2001 Tetley Super League champions. And listen to them counting down. Wait. That's it. Bradford have won. And the Bradford Bulls are champions 2001. It's the end of the road for us this year, but we'll be back Friday, February the 1st for the Bulls and the Knights World Club Challenge, and Super League 7 swings into action exactly 1 month later, the Warriors and the Bulls.
Sky Movies.
We're not what you think.
2002. Up to 30 films to choose from.
Let's go.
Every night. 1,000 different films a month. And over 360 premieres a year. Think about it. The new year on Sky Movies.